Hello, everyone. Happy to be back with you with another Young Indian, part of the Voice of the Young series. Right now, we have with us Varada Sahasrabudhe. Let's listen to her. Over to you, Varada.
So, good evening, everyone. And firstly, I would like to thank Subodh sir for connecting with me over LinkedIn and for giving me this wonderful opportunity to connect with everyone as he publishes all the Vidpeds. I've gone through all the Vidpeds and they are very informative to say the least. And it is needless to say how much it is the need of the hour right now.
Okay.
So India being one of now, India has most of the young population now. We are getting the demographic dividend. And I think this series is much more beneficial and I hope it reaches globally. It reaches to more people. And so firstly, thank you very much, sir, for giving me this opportunity to express my thoughts on a platform such as YouTube through your medium, and that too totally free of cost, without any hesitation, and without, and even so, time value, you understand the time value. So there is no barrier on time. So that is the most important thing. That first thing you have told, that there should not be any time limit. You can speak for as long as you want.
Yes.
That is one of the very fascinating thing about this series. It's this series which I have found out.
Okay.
So I'll just give a brief about myself. So as you mentioned, my name is Varada. I am a graduate in economics. I completed my post graduation also in economics, both from India. I belong from a state known as Maharashtra, and I reside in a part known as Mumbai. I believe Mumbai is very famous city, known to all, but there is a smaller district in Maharashtra known as Thane. I reside there. I come from Thane. Thane, it's a debate whether it comes in Mumbai or is it a part of Mumbai or not. That's debatable, but I consider myself a proud Thanekar. So I completed my graduation in economics from Mumbai University. And I completed my post graduation also in core economics, not any specialization, also from Pune. MIT World Peace University was my college. Now, how did I end up taking economics? Taking up economics as a career was never planned. It's a happy accident, is what I'd like to call it. Now, why it's a happy accident, I'll just brief upon that. So, from the beginning, I was not a science student. I was not very good at mathematics. I barely passed my 6-7. Obviously, because of peer pressure, because of parental pressure, because of the societal pressure, I somehow managed to pass my 10th with not a grade than distinction. So I cleared my 10th and I was more inclined towards taking up social studies. History, geography, civics always interested me the most, apart from your core natural sciences like physics, chemistry, biology, mathematics. Now, when I was enrolled in the college in 11th and 12th, I had a dream of pursuing archaeology, and there were very few courses in Mumbai that provided archaeological training. So till I was very enthusiastic, full of zeal that yes, I would do. I'll be the one working in ASI because I loved history so much. But then something happened. I even enrolled for a Modi Lipi course in my college. So Modi Lipi is an ancient script, which, if not all know, it's an ancient script which I was very interested in. So me and my friend just went on in our first year of college. We just said, okay, there's a course in college. The fees are also very minimal. and our own history professor was going to conduct the course. And while I was in college pursuing my graduation, I was very fascinated with my history professor. She was excellent at her job, and even she was excellent at delivering the knowledge which she had. I would not like to name her, but she's a very reputed person here in Mumbai, all the colleges throughout. So till the time I learned, I excelled in. Me and my friend came first and second in the course. We excelled in the course. I was very much enthusiastic to take up history as my career to pursue it further. But then something happened then that my professor, she decided to change her college. She was offered another position as a principal in another college, and she announced that she won't be continuing from second year onwards. I was really taken aback by this decision of hers. And you know how that period is of that age when you're so much influenced by your professors. I was so much influenced by this decision of hers that I just thought, no, then I cannot accept any other professor as my teacher. I would not want to take up the subject because obviously the technique of delivering each and every subject is different, is very subjective. So I had I was inclined towards that professor. So I just thought to myself, if not history, then what is my plan B, what is my backup option, what is the thing which interested me the most. So like a regular Indian student, I saw my grades. I say, okay, I'm doing well in history, and I was doing well in economics. So that time everything was very theoretical. You had microeconomics, macroeconomics, general demand and supply, very basics from where you start from. I believe every economic student's journey into economics starts with demand and supply and microeconomics and certain concepts in macroeconomics like GDP, national income. So I said, yeah, these are the things which interest me, which are of my interest. So I said, let's give economics a second chance because till the formal schooling years, economics was just a boring subject for everyone. And in the school, it was always a 20-mark subject which came and everyone skipped like civics. So I thought, okay, so let's give economics another chance. And in my second year, there were concepts like universal basic income, UBI. Then there were theories like demand, supply. Now, then there were concepts like law of diminishing marginal utility. So these terms are very technical to be heard. Initially, formally, every student feels that, oh my God, this is so overwhelming. But when you actually go into the depths of the subject, you see, oh, these are the things that we generally think. The same was my thinking. So whenever if a commodity is priced high, and if I were to compare both the commodities of say two apples, so one is cost at 80 rupees and one is being I'm getting the same at 50 rupees. Obviously, my thing I would be inclined towards purchasing the 50 rupee apple. Now, empirically speaking, now these are the things which are just uh, economics is basically just putting hard terminologies and covering all these subjects is why I think most of the students would find it difficult and boring. But when I started actually learning economics, I was drawn more to it. I started reading more and more. I started observing people more. So and gradually I developed this thinking that economics is not it is needless to learn everything from the books. So even if it's a simple thing like planning your finances, it can be learned from your mom. It can be learned because how she manages her finances at home. She gives you pocket money. She puts the extra money somewhere hidden in the rice a container or a wheat container, and during emergency situation the same she uses that. Then again she uses the limited amount of money. So this is the concept of limited budget that you get. The same that we study in economics, that is, so and so consumer has a limited basic income. So now all these things I started relating to it into real life. So when I consider it, it was not just a theoretical subject, but something that related to each and every day-to-day situations as well. So I completed my third year. I completed my graduation. I went on to pursue. I wanted to get a post graduation. I still want to pursue my PhD in economics. And as I moved on, as I gradually went into depths of the subject, I got to know that there are so many more things which I am exposed to. Like, uh, for instance, there is a thing known as agriculture economics. There is a thing such as climate economics. There is a thing such as gender economics, which play a crucial role into our day-to-day lives. So I I still couldn't get my hold on what exactly a specific subject inside economics interests me. But to say the least, public policy, development economics, and gender economics is what, and obviously climate change and sustainability, which is a very budding and interesting subject to know, is what I'm inclined towards more. So
Okay.
I over to you, sir. I mean,
Well,
I think I spoke a lot.
no, you didn't. It's your turn to speak, and you could tell us a little bit about the personal side, what you enjoyed in college, why you shifted to Pune for your master's, and what you are doing now.
Yeah. So I'll start with what I did after my graduation. So my graduation was in 2020, the infamous COVID era, which we call. And this was exactly the time when I gave my TY third year's examination, final examination online. So I thought I had not achieved as much in life because my main first degree of my life was in front of a laptop and not a
Yes.
written exam.
Yes.
So I thought of challenging myself. I started losing confidence in myself as to what am I doing with my life. I don't want to sit at home and waiting for this pandemic and some stupid virus to go. I just want to focus on my career right now. So that somehow I was encouraged to enroll for a master's course. And I want I wanted a bit of a challenge. I wanted to go out of my comfort zone. So I thought, why not just take a leap and go to another city,
Mm,
go there, live there, and pursue my education.
mm,
So I thought to myself, I I had never imagined that even in during pursuing while pursuing my masters, the colleges would not reopen. So I had never imagined that. I enrolled for the course in MIT Economics, MSc in Economics. I cleared a small interview and their interview test, and I enrolled for the course. And I very vividly remember my first induction program was online. And during that induction program, we were told, yes, the colleges are reopening and we would be calling you physically on the campus. So I was very inclined to going out and not staying home like every other person in India or anywhere who was really dying to go out and study,
mm,
even if it's for study, because we were so fed up sitting at home and trying new dishes. So I was out of making new dishes every day,
yeah.
and I was also fed up of seeing my mother's face every day and my sister's face every day. So I just thought, okay, chalo, now this is the time to move out and go somewhere and explore, because this is the age when you do all these things, even if it's for your career. So I took the leap, I took the exam, I gave the exam, I enrolled in the course. The college started, but then immediately after our induction, they said the colleges won't be reopening. Then my dreams, I saw my dreams crashing in front of my eyes. Like, okay, so let's be patient. The colleges would reopen in some point in time. And they did eventually. I shifted to Pune. I the time I had in Pune, I learned a lot many things there. Not just being self-reliant, but also of asking help from others. I also learned that you cannot just be at one place and learn from around the world just by sitting at one place and reading. You have to go out, you have to interact with people, you have to make some arrangements for yourself, and your parents not will not always be there for you. I mean, they are there, but some at some point in time you have to be on your own. So I right from searching for a flat there, searching for an apartment there, to handling all the daily chores, plus managing the college, plus giving all the assignments, plus taking care of the food and everything, plus managing the finances was a huge deal. And if anyone asks me if I regret that, so definitely I don't regret that. If someone asks me, would you do it all over again? My answer would be 100% yes, I would do it all over again, even if it's for another master's or PhD. So I think this is the zeal and enthusiasm one must have. I think it comes from people like you, because at this age, if you are being so much techno savvy, you are thinking of going out of your way and doing all these Vidpeds. When I see most of the people, they prefer to sit at home and relax and enjoy their life after their 60s or after their retirement. But
Yeah.
I see figures like you, I see, and it is very ironic because PM Modi at the age of 75, he is a youth icon,
Yeah.
and 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 so are you. I mean, uh, people like you, people like Honorable Prime Minister are living examples of how a person should be, and your vision should never fade away.
Yeah.
So you are here for a reason on this earth, and I think if you are capable enough, if you are energetic enough, it eventually it does happen. So moving on to, sir, what I'm currently doing, I work as a research associate at Maharashtra Economic Development Council, MEDC. It's an autonomous, independent think tank working towards socio-economic development of Maharashtra state. So our organization was established way back in 1957 by the erstwhile chairman of Planning Commission, Government of India. His name is Dr. Dhananjay Rao Gadge.
Yeah.
Now, I about so this is about the organization. So we are into mainly policy interventions, policy recommendations, where my aim is. We do a lot of secondary research. My profile is that of a research associate. I look at MEDC's publication, then I look at every policy intervention or the proposals that are being given by the government to research about their schemes or about to recommend certain policies, to better certain policies, to organize events that would promote their policies and help them reach to masses. So
Okay.
this is I think, more or less a very prominent point that I would like to make is many the times what happens is the policies or the schemes that the government is implementing for the public, they are not reaching the masses, and that is the reason many of the masses feel that array government is not doing anything, and we hear many exclamations ki kya kar rahi hai government, kuch nahi karti government. It is because there is no right dissemination of the scheme or policy from the government to the people. Now, one more problem that I came across while doing all the research, I come across all the reports and everything, is the complexity of a policy. So, if there is a scheme that is made for, say, people living under poverty, now the correct dissemination would be of who are eligible, how can they benefit from the scheme, and how should they enroll for that scheme. So these are the three main target areas, but they are so elaborately, so written in depth, which is not very easy for a common person to read them and comprehend them, especially if they are coming from a very lower background. So considering their situation, somewhere these are the pain points I believe the governments are addressing. I'm not saying that they aren't addressing. They are addressing. They are nowadays marketing everywhere. I mean, even the so if you just come across the social media handle of Mumbai police, they are way ahead of their time. They are posting memes about women's safety. They are posting about new laws that are coming, and they are trying from their end. I'm not saying that the times are changing. Definitely, I can see there is a change, but the change that like the pace of change should be faster so that it reaches people more. And yeah, so
Okay.
that's about what I'm doing right now.
All right. Very good. Okay. Any tips you have for young people? I mean, you said you were an accidental economist, but many young people say they are confused. So, do you have some tips?
I sir, if you go see my LinkedIn, I won't. So till that, I'll just share this. I'll be very honest with you. So even if when I saw your message, I just thought to myself, am I that capable of doing this with you? Because I have so much to learn from other people. And even if I have both graduation, post graduation economics, that does not make me an expert in any way. Because there are so many other videos that I had gone through, but I just want to give one message to the young people that one degree does not define you. So there is so much to learn more from life, because uh, there is just and the real expert is the one who has excelled in the exam of life, I would say,
Okay.
because there would be so many things your life would teach you, because life humbles you at every point, and it has the power to break you or even build you up to a certain level to whatever person you become in future.
Okay.
So one thing I'd like every young, not just young person, but everyone to follow during these very, this is a VUCA world we call. So I want everyone to uh, not see the uncertainty as a fearful factor, but rather see it as an opportunity.
Okay.
So you have to see at the uncertainty as a risk you have to take. So there are certain risks that you take. So for example, you want to catch a train, you are very late, but then you have to, and the train has already started slowly, it starts slow, so you just have to run fast as you can so that you can get into the train. So that is one thing I want every young person to know. And second most important thing, which is uh, very much important in today's world, is kindness and compassion, sir. This is what we are losing out on as a society. And uh, the trail of incidents that have happened since August 9 in Kolkata, in every in India rather, it has shook the country to its core. It has shook
Yeah.
the society.
Yeah.
People are affected here people's lives are affected here. I mean, we as a youth should not see the problem on a very surface level. We should go to the depth of the problem. We should put ourselves into the shoes of the other person. Only then we can understand what the real problem is. So unless and until, for instance, if the government does not put itself in the place of the people as to what problems they are facing, the government cannot introduce policies which are for the betterment of the people. Similarly, if you don't understand the plight of a person sitting next to you, you don't put yourself into his shoes and understand his concerns, you would always be very superficial, and you would just be Instagram worthy, is what I can say. So I'd like to address this issue by saying, sir, in economics, I won't go very technical because those who are not from the economics background, they might not understand certain concepts. So in economics, we have the classification of goods. So some are consumer goods, non-durable goods. But according to me, kindness and compassion have become luxury goods, sir. Because, yeah, because the way we are moving towards a society, we can clearly see our end going uh, 50, 70 years down the line. I mean, it's a very simple example I come across, sir. It's a basic civic sense that people are losing nowadays. If it was, and all these things are, should not be taught. They should come intrinsically. We are introducing national new education policies, then new skill development policies. But is this really the society that we want to live in? Or are these people, how is this the way how we want people to do the bringing of their children? Is my question, sir. Because no matter how many policies you bring, no matter how many schemes you take, unless and until if a person does not change from inside, the society is going to suffer, and it is what is being seen now. That is being seen everywhere. It is not just the case of India. I mean, why India gets always highlighted is because of our media.
Yeah.
But I am pretty much sure that all these crimes are happening globally, not just against women, but all. But the thing is, they are getting highlighted more in India because their media outside is so strong. They are not letting the news out. They just show the good side of the country, and then we are left with, oh, the backward nation, or the developing nation. And this being said, then there are political figures like S. Shankar. I revere him a lot, sir. I listen to his podcast, I listen to his interviews, and the one thing, the very interesting quality the person has is the presence of mind. He knows what to say at what point. Now, and I don't know, somehow he knows what the media person is going to ask him. So I think everyone must have seen the interviews of S. Shankar of giving very spicy replies to the Western media. I'm not sure if everyone has seen it, but I suggest everyone should watch those videos, sir, because he knows what he is doing. He represents a nation, Bharat, and he just very, very, I won't say clever, but he very in an intelligent fashion, he saves the image of India. And I mean, he does not do it at the cost of denying to the what the other person is saying. He just counter questions the other person, and everyone gets their answer.
Okay.
So uh, uh, I just want to uh, like I want the youths of today to go beyond books. They should not limit themselves to just books and theories or some great economic theories. And I want them to implement those theories in real life, sir. Because if they are incapable of implementing that in real life, then I don't think any new education policy or skill development policy might help them in real life.
Okay. That's a tough challenge.
It's a very tough challenge, sir. It's a very tough challenge.
Yeah.
But if we are successful in that, we'll be number one superpower, sir.
Okay. All right. Wonderful. I like the optimism. I like it.
Yes, sir. Definitely. It's always good to be hopeful, sir.
Okay. Wonderful. All right. Anything else you want to tell us?
As of now, any questions, sir? I just had one question for you. I went through all the videos that you have shared. Majority of the speakers are from an economics background. Is there a reason for that? As you being from an economics background, you are choosing all the economists?
No, that's not the reason. The reason is I'm trying to find non-economists, but it's hard for me.
Okay.
I want to get people from every discipline. My slogan is a voice for all, but
Correct.
I don't have connections. So I do look for non-economists, but they don't find me.
Understood.
They don't find me. See, I am not doing a search. I'm letting people find me. But what I get is people who are economists, and then I always ask them that, look, can you recommend some friends of yours who are not economists? And sometimes I get, and I have had a few, doctors, engineers, architects, energy, and so on. But yeah, I want to have people from all fields. It's not my choice. Unfortunately, that's my base on LinkedIn. So what can I do about it?
Right, sir, definitely. But I hope this video surfaces all the searches, and I hope you get all the people from non-economics background.
Yeah, I'm certainly keen to have everybody, but as you know, it's not what I'm looking for; it's what they are looking for.
They are looking for. Absolutely,
Right.
absolutely.
I have no issues whatsoever with anybody, but I just don't get everybody. Okay.
Right, sir. Sir, I just wanted to also give one small message through this platform is I know there are people in this world who are atheists, non-atheists.
Okay, we had an internet glitch and we are back. Varada was talking about atheists and non-atheists, so let's continue.
So my message to everyone would be, I am myself a very spiritual person, sir. And I believe there is some power that is guiding each and everyone. Even if you are a good person, bad person, your karma is being noted somewhere and someone is doing that. Someone sitting up there. And there would be instances, if not now, then later in your life, that would give you some reason, some meaning to live or something to do in your life. A higher purpose is what I'm saying. So my belief is, I'm not saying that you should go and worship every day, go to a temple periodically and do everything. I just want today's youth to have some respect towards a higher power.
Okay.
I won't name him or her. I won't give him a form. But I'm just saying there is an energy which guides us.
Okay.
So I want the youth to believe that.
Okay.
And as I mentioned, I want everyone to be more kind and compassionate towards one another.
Okay.
For instance, if you are seeing an old lady standing in a crowded train or a bus, you don't just go and sit relaxed. It's not your age to sit relaxed at any point. You get up and give your seat to that old lady or old man.
Mm-hmm.
And all these things are not taught to you in school or college, but they should come intrinsically.
Okay. All right. Okay.
That's
Anything else?
No, it's a very random off-topic thing, sir. But
There's
is
no off topic. It's your choice. There is no
one more?
topic. Yeah.
Yeah, there is no topic in the first place. So
Right.
one more thing I'd like to make is today we are at one critical juncture where all the inexperienced people or couples, they are being parents of newborns. They don't know ABCs of upbringing a child, because it was very different situation during my time, because my mom had her elders to guide her as to how do you know uh, how do you raise a child, so or how do you handle the newborns. But nowadays what I'm seeing is majority of the times all the couples, both mother father working, they just it's a newborn baby. What they do is, if he's not eating, if he's crying, if he's not sleeping, what they do is just take out their phones, tablets, laptops, and they just put cocoa melon on this phone. I just want each and every young parent to know that phones are destroying your children's life at a very young age. The device, all the electronic devices are not to be given to your babies. Your babies are to be given care, your time, and your love. The phones are not made for them at this very tender age.
Okay.
What?
All right.
Yeah, that's all, sir.
Okay. Thank you so much for this last thought. Let's end it here. I'll be back with another young person or an expert soon.
Thank you so much, sir.
Okay. All right. Let's say bye.
Bye. Goodbye, sir.